Hey everybody, it's Jeff. This is going to be part 6 of the GMC Bofors truck dedicated to Jim Steen. I got a real nice surprise this morning when I got up. I looked at I had 1,200 subscribers even. I've picked up about 80 subscribers this month, which I really appreciate it. I'm just speechless. Yeah, you guys are something. I really appreciate every last one of you. And the comments, I love the comments. If you guys comment, I will try very hard. So far, I think I've answered everybody. But that's one of the parts of this that I really enjoy is the comments and the back and forth talk about things. So let's go down to the bench and we'll continue on with part 6 of our GMC truck. Okay? Be right back. Okay, here's where we left off. The only thing that I've done since the last video is there's a slot on this side where the muffler attaches, and I filled what was left on this side just to make it look a little nicer. Let's bring this down. So I just used a little Tamiya putty. I know that slot wasn't there in the real thing, so I went ahead and filled that in. Let's take a look at the instructions real quick about what they want us to do next. Okay, this is the beginning of step 3. They want us to put the springs on. I'm not going to do that quite yet. The front springs we probably could because they have real positive mounts. The hardest part about putting the springs on is to get them spaced just exactly right. And these rear springs are on a swivel, and there's no keys or anything to positively locate them. And if you put the rear springs on and you get them off just a little bit, you'll have a set of tires that are up in the air, and we sure don't want that. We want all of them to sit flat on the ground. So we're going to go ahead and go on a little bit further here, and we'll start with putting the differentials together. Okay, that will probably be the best thing to do next. Okay, let's see here. We'll go back here. Let me go ahead and get the parts trimmed out for this. Is the front differential that we're working on now. So we have, let's zoom in a little bit. I'm just looking at the instructions on my monitor. We've got A32 and A33. Let's see, A62 and A56. A62. And A56. So one axle is going to be longer than the other, which is pretty typical on the front of most four-wheel drives. And let's see here, anything else? And A11. Where is A11? There we go. Okay, that'll be it for the A sprue. And on the C sprue we have C15 twice, so I'm sure there's one on each one. Here we go. Little spring holders. Okay. And D1 and D2. Always cut a ways back from the part. Okay. There's all our pieces for the front differential. I'm going to shut the camera off and clean these up. And when I come back, we'll put the front differential together. All right. Be right back, guys. Thank you. Okay. Let's see what we can do about getting this front differential put together. We've got E33. Sorry. Get rid of these glasses again. This one's keyed. So it only goes together one way. Okay. And let's see, on the, this will be the, guess I can leave it there for a minute. On the short, we have this one that goes on the short side. And it is keyed. Okay. And we want to make sure that's nice and straight. There is a little bit of a slop in the, this will turn a little bit. Once we get it together, we'll have to look at it real close and make sure it's as straight as we can get it. On the other end, we have the long side. It is keyed. Okay, so we want to look at it head on. Make sure it's as straight as we can get it. Okay, that looks pretty good. I mean, look at it this direction too. Alright, that looks pretty good. Okay, then we have, let's see, these will go, I want to make sure I'm looking at it the right direction, try and orient it by the instructions. These that go on here, these are like little spring hangers. Okay. That should do that. And on the front here we have the connection for the differential, or the U-joint. So this is keyed. Whoops, well, let's get some glue on it there first. Okay, and things are a little bit soft still, so it's moving on me. Okay, now the U-joint I don't want to glue in yet, because I've got to make sure everything lines up with the drive shaft that I'm connecting it to. So I think it'll go in. At least when I test fitted it, it did. There we go. Nope. But we sure don't want to glue it and have it be, there we go, have it be turned at the wrong angle. Okay. And then we have one more piece. Just make sure we're pointing the right way. Be this way. Always try and orient things to the directions. Let's see here. Here we go. Okay, this way. And then this will go on here. Just like so. So that'll sit there. Where will it go? Make sure I'm doing it the right direction. Let's see. Well, that doesn't look right. I think the drawings, or maybe I put these on backwards. That's what it is. Okay, these need to go on the other side. Let's get them off there before they get too set. And we'll flip them over. That's it. Okay. Make sure everything matches the directions. I'll put a little more spotted glue on those in a bit. That matches the directions. Okay. So, we're going to be still trying to make sense of it. Going to be this way. Okay. Let's get some glue on here. Make sure it's straight. Okay, there's the first one done up. I'll go ahead and get the parts for the second differential and get those cleaned up. Fact is, I'll go ahead and get the parts for the other two, and I'll come back and we'll get them put together. Okay? Okay, thanks. Be right back. I've got all the parts all cut out for the other two differentials. They'll go together similarly to the first one, but slightly different. Let's go ahead and start with this. Again, I like to put my parts, especially small parts that I've got to glue, I just put them in some tack. That way I don't get glue all over my fingers trying to glue them. And it is keyed. Go together one way. Okay. Okay. I'm not sure what the best way is to focus this. With my glasses on, I can't see up close. I guess that's not too bad on the focus. let's go ahead and put some more pieces on here. We've got D2 to go on the front. And it's also keyed. Okay. Now this, again, we don't want to glue it in until we get the other parts lined up. So thankfully it's a friction fit and it'll stay there. But we don't want to glue that in until the other drive shafts are all hooked up so we can get the orientation correct. Okay, we've got this little block. Whoops, let's go ahead. Well, we can put it on here. Make sure I'm looking at the right part. Yeah, this little block will go here. This is kind of a pillow block for the drive shaft that goes to the rear. See if it's gonna fit okay or not. I may need to sand it some more. It is a little bit tight. I think it'll go with just a little bit of glue on it. There we go. Okay, that's where the drive shaft that passes this one will go through there. I think that's easier to put that on now. They wanted us to put the drive shafts in and then put that on. So we're going to be going this way. Try and keep everything oriented correctly. And this is keyed. Nice tight fit there. Okay. And this one. It's also keyed, and that one's pretty loose. We'll have to check it with a straight edge just like the front one. Okay, you can see if you look at it, it's not even close to being straight. Okay, much better, and we got to check it both directions. I want to make sure, I'll check it with a straight edge a little later, but we've also got some U-joints for this. Hopefully they'll fit tight enough I can leave them there, but not glued. Yeah. Well, pretty tight. Okay, I'm going to leave those off for right now until the glue sets up a bit. And we're way off there. I've got a ruler here, and I sight it this way. I know you can't see what I'm doing very well, but check it this way, and then we'll turn it and we'll check it this way. And I do that periodically while it's drying, because like with the front one, I checked it and I put it down and then it moved just a little bit, so I had to move it back. I do that 2 or 3 times before I was happy with it. Okay, and the very, very back differential, pretty much identical procedure. It's keyed. Okay. And got our okay, and this, oh, there goes my furnace. What is it? I can't see the temperature from here. It's probably in the mid-50s outside. Okay, there's that. Now let me check the instructions for the proper axle orientation. So this will go this way, and this will go this way. Oops. This way. Okay. Oops. That was a really tight fit. Wow. I may have to run a drill bit through that or something. Yeah, that's way undersized. Okay, hang on a second. Let me grab my drills, see if I got something that'll work here. Let's go ahead and go back to the overhead. Move this aside for the time being. Okay. These don't go too big. Let's see if I got one that's just barely bigger. Nope. Okay. My macro bits don't go large enough. I'll have to go to a bigger set of bits. Let me shut the camera off for a minute because they're gonna have to take me a second to get those, and I'll be right back. Thanks. Okay, I'll bet I got something in here that'll work. There we go. Now that's a set of drill bits. Okay. Let's see here. Down here. Leave that one out for a minute. Okay, that one just fits. That's 0.63 inches, or number 53. Let's go up one size to a 0.59. Okay, that one didn't really clear much. Let's see if that fits now. still. So this is a 0.63 inches. Okay. There, perfect. Okay, that was a number 52 drill bit, 0.63 inches. Or 0.063 inches, I'm sorry. Very handy. Okay. Go ahead and get these glued together now, and we'll check them with the straight edge. Okay. Looks pretty straight. That's just a little bit high. That looks good. I'm just sighting down the edge of the axle and the edge of the drill, or the ruler, trying to see if they're going to straighten line. It looks pretty good. Let's take a look at this second one again. Just barely. Still just barely. That's too much, I can tell already. That's good. Okay, pretty happy with those. And we'll check the front one again. Looks good. Looks good. Okay. Alrighty, guys. I don't want to mess with that stuff until it has a chance to dry really well. So I'm probably going to call this video, even though it's not quite as long as some of the others. And then we come back, we'll start getting the springs together and the drive shafts and all that stuff on there. Alright. You guys all have a great day. I appreciate you watching. And we'll talk to you real soon. Okay. Bye-bye.